Welcome inside the Wets Bets show, powered by Her Hoop Stats, the show where we literally bet on women. I'm Calvin, that's Dano. We've been taking a break. It's all Dano's fault. You can blame him. He went to the Big East Tournament, which is way cooler than anything we're doing here, so I don't actually blame him at all. But now he's back. We're rolling again. Dano, how was the tournament?
Tournament was awesome. Have no complaints about being that close to some the best basketball in the country. Uh, UConn looked as dominant as ever. I feel like you talked about blind betting them since Paige is back, and they covered every game. I think they held every opponent to 10 points or less in the first quarter. So I felt like they were over from the start. Non-sweat bets for you. So love that you got that.
Yeah, I definitely have been blind bet. I'm bet on them, like you said, every game since Paige Beckers came back, covered all of them. Even, she's been kind of limiting on her minutes, especially early on. I think she played like 10 minutes in one of those games. Doesn't matter. Just her presence and, the fact that UConn's kind of all healthy around her too, and they're starting to click. Definitely an auto bet mode until further notice. But other than UConn, things have actually been pretty tough lately. You, me, some of the other women's college basketball bettors that we've talked to all been having a rough stretch last couple days. Lines are obviously getting sharper as sportsbooks start to pay more attention at, March Madness ramps up. And just some of the trends are getting weird now that we're in postseason. These underdogs, no one's rolling over when their season's on the line. A lot of underdog covers, a lot of weird stuff with totals going on. So it's getting really tricky. Dano, you got any plays for today?
I do, and I think because of the recent trends we're seeing, I'm going to go a little against the grain. I think I've had more bad beats in the last 2 days than the history of my betting life. But today I'm going to go with Bryant plus 11.5 against Fairleigh Dickinson. They've beaten Fairleigh Dickinson before. They won yesterday or 2 days ago in the first round of the tournament. And to me, I think 12 points with a season on the line is just a little too hard to cover for some of these teams. We're seeing a lot of plays go against the model. So I feel pretty confident about this pick, but it's the only one I feel confident about sharing. I also feel like a lot of games are starting off super, super high paced. Games where I think should go under are going way over, or like I'm finding like really nice lines for totals at the mid game. So if you have the ability to bet live, I think kind of look for those areas where teams are coming out and combining for like 40 points in the first quarter. Because I don't think anyone's like keeping up that scoring rate. I want to say it was Cal Bakersfield yesterday and UC Riverside combined for it was 19-23 after the first quarter, and the game ended 45-42. So
Yeah, and Cal State Bakersfield did the same thing, I think, with Hawaii the next day. I think that was 2 days ago, the game you're talking about.
yeah, that's right.
Yesterday against Hawaii, I want to say it was 49-48. So, yeah, some interesting stuff going on in the Big West for sure.
Yeah, but that's my only play. What about you?
Yeah, well, I got 3 plays up on Sportsline, so I'm not going to give them away here. If you guys want them, go head over to CBS Sportsline. They'll be up there. Usually we do another play on here, but like we talked about, stuff's getting weird. I don't want to force anything. I'd rather just lay off and play it safe if there's not anything I like, rather than just force a play just for the sake of having one. So instead, I'm going to go with something a little different. Instead of a game play, I'm going to go with a Final Four play. DraftKings and FanDuel both recently put Final Four odds up for women's basketball. On FanDuel, there's a line I really like, plus 200 for NC State to make the Final Four. It's plus 120 on DraftKings. Obviously a better value on FanDuel. Basically, you need a 1-in-3 shot for NC State to make the Final Four in order for that to be profitable. I would give it really more like a 50% chance, honestly. So I think if you can even get this in the plus 100s, you're still getting some pretty good value. Plus 200 for me is a must bet based on where NC State's going to be in the bracket.
Absolutely. I love that play. As soon as I log off here, I think I'm going to go place it.
Yeah. Definitely. It's good time to get some futures bets in, especially when, pregame bets are a struggle. So definitely go check out those lines, see if there's any other ones you like. And yeah, Dano, any last final thoughts?
Good luck. I think I'm looking forward to the first two rounds of the tournament. I think we're going to bounce back big. I think teams who are supposed to be dominant are going to be dominant, and I'm ready to bet some favorites again. Let's put it that way.
You and me both. You and me both. I can't wait. All right. It's March. Dana, thanks for hopping on. Thanks for watching, everyone, and good luck with your bets.